Wave 6 degrees at 7:33. The airport. Good morning, everyone. Prosecutors overseas in Indonesia are going ahead now with charges against a former Calgary teacher. Neil Bantelman is who's facing the charges. He's accused of sexually abusing students. Bantelman has been in jail in Jakarta already for about 2 months. His family reports this morning charges will be laid, leading to a trial. Bantelman once taught at the Weber Academy here in the city of Calgary. Will Danielle Smith still be leading the Wild Rose Party into the next provincial election? We'll find out at the party's annual general meeting in Red Deer on November 14th and 15th. Smith voluntarily calling for the review after being questioned about her leadership this week after the Wild Rose lost all 4 by-elections. In fact, the Wild Rose finished 3rd in 2 of the 4 races. The party will also be re-examining its messaging from the by-elections. You may recall the Wild Rose paid for television attack ads during the campaigns.
We need to have this debate and this discussion. I'm very hopeful and confident that they'll make the choice to have me lead them into the next general election, because I can tell you I'm ready for the fight.
Smith is not saying how much support she wants to receive from her party's membership. Some people in Inglewood are hoping City Council will be turning down a rezoning application for a luxury condo development. The application could raise building heights in the neighborhood. That's the issue. If approved, the height of Avlion Atlantic, a luxury condo to be built along 9th Ave Southeast, will exceed current height restrictions. The plans call for the building to be 22.5 meters tall, about 75 feet. Currently, though, the maximum allowed is only 20 meters in height.
We don't think the architect needs this relaxation to build a beautiful building.
Essentially what this project would do would be to remove sunshine for pretty much 1/2 of the year, which we don't think is a fair and reasonable thing to do to existing neighborhoods. Achieving so-called density on the backs of others is just not a very neighborly thing to do.
The height issues will be debated by council on Monday. The development plans, by the way, including the 75-foot tall building, are endorsed by the city's planning committee already, but City Council still needs to give the project the green light. Only 2 more sleeps until Halloween. In the Alberta Motor Association, the AMA is reminding all of us to take it easy on roads and streets this Friday night. Kids, of course, will be all hopped up on sugar, excited to go door to door, but they could be forgetting their road safety rules. And experts at the AMA are also asking parents to dress kids in bright colors and to possibly give them flashlights or glow sticks so drivers can see them better. Experts also recommend sending kids out in large groups. Time to focus on business. A lot of people talking about Facebook this morning. Business editor Mike Eppel joining us now. Mike, investors, well, they seem a little concerned about the social media giant.
Yeah, it depends on your perspective on the old adage, do you have to spend money to make money? It seems to be the plan for Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook. He says that their spending is going to go up by 50 to 70% next year. Now, keep in mind, this is a company that this year has spent billions upon billions of dollars buying other startup ventures. For example, it bought the mobile messaging service WhatsApp for about $20 billion. Well, in the latest quarter, that division of now Facebook, WhatsApp, had revenue of $10 million. Spent $20 billion, got back $10 million in revenue. There's a little bit of growth opportunity there, perhaps, for that part of Facebook. Nevertheless, Mark Zuckerberg, undeterred, the numbers on the latest quarter quite strong. 1.1 billion users globally, $3.5 billion in revenue, and $1 billion in profit. Pretty good. But again, it's those spending plans that have investors a little bit worried, and the stock down about 7% in the opening trade so far this morning on Wall Street. Price for oil a little bit to the upside this morning. It's up about $1 a barrel now, above 82. Was that low, 2.5-year low that we saw Monday, below $80? Was that the bottom for the market? That's the big question that investors are trying to determine. There's no clear-cut answer to that. Coming up later this morning, however, we will have the latest update on U.S. inventories. That supply-demand balance, very important. U.S. Central Bank makes a decision on interest rates coming up this afternoon, New York time, and do they end bond buying, quantitative easing? This has been that program that the Fed has been doing to keep interest rates artificially low. That's a key signal to the market as well today. Disney saying that it is going to greatly expand the Marvel universe. Remember, Disney bought Marvel Studios a couple of years back for about $4 billion. They're going to come out with 9 new superhero movies between now and 2019. Of course, we've got the Avengers Age of Ultron coming out next year, but these are big money makers for Disney, and it's interesting they're coming out with new characters because that, of course, will lend to more merchandising possibilities for Disney. Stock's close to a record as we start the day. Ted, back to you.
Lots of money to be made in merchandising, Mike.
Indeed.
All right, good stuff.
That's what
Thank
it's
you,
all
Mike.
about.
That's business editor Mike Capel. You can hear Mike, by the way, on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.
BT